مرحبا أهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome again to our fast track to reading and writing Arabic with me, Dr. Imran Alawiye. Finally, this is the last lesson of our initial analysis of the Arabic alphabet. We have only 4 to go. After that, all the other lessons will be pronunciation practices and the reading of Arabic text. Right, today's letter, the first letter of the last 4 is letter Nun. Letter Nun. As you can see, it is very easy-going letter to write and to pronounce. You have the arrow to show you the direction of hands movement when you are writing letter Nun. Now, let's employ some of the real words to be able to illustrate this letter. Let's start with 4 letters as usual. I want you to try your best to read that for me. So the first letter is Nun and is carrying Fatha, Na. Followed by letter Ha, which is carrying Kasra. So it's He sound. After that we have a lengthening here to drag the He a little bit more. It becomes He, so Na, He. And the last letter is Fa, and is carrying 2 Dhamma. Nonation. Tanween Dhamma. Fun. Nahi Fun. Nahi Fun. Let's hear that Ha. Nahi Fun means slim. Yes. Nahi Fun. Okay. Next word is, how many letters? We have 4 letters as well. And the first letter is Sin, and is carrying Fatha, Sa. Followed by Mim, Kasra, Mi. Again we have lengthening Ya. To drag the Mi becomes Mi, Semi. And then Nun, 2 Dhamma. Semi-nun. Semi-nun means fat. Semi-nun. Semi-nun. Okay. Next word. How many letters? 3 letters only. 3 letters. What's the first letter? The first letter is Ain. Remember? Ain. Fatha, Ah. You need to make an effort to pronounce that letter. Ah, Ah. And then followed by Ya with sukoon. And when you have sukoon on the Ya, I want to hear the sound A. So A, connect the Ah with A, becomes Ain. I, and then Nun with 2 Dhamma. Ainun. Ainun. That's me, an I. Ainun. As we say, Ya Aini. Ya Aini. You are the apple of my eyes. Ya Aini. Okay. Next one. How many letters? We have another 3 letters. Okay. The first letter is Lam. And it's carrying Fatha. La. Followed by Wow with sukoon. And when you have sukoon on a wow, I want to hear the diphthong. And that's the sound Ow. So La with an Ow becomes Lao. And then Nun, 2 Dhamma. Lao Nun. Lao Nun means color. Lao Nun. One more. Another 3 letters. Why not? Make it easy. I'm very kind. So the first letter this time is Nun with Fatha, Na. Again we have diphthong. We have the sound Ow because we have sukoon on the wow. So now. Followed by Mim with 2 Dhamma. Naumun. Naumun. sleep. Naumun, lovely things, sleep. Okay, the next letter after the noon is letter Later on, we're going to compare and contrast between that sound, which is a soft H, and the first ha that we did, which is hard H. So the other one is and this one is yes. Okay, let's illustrate it with the first. How many letters? Make it 3 letters. 3 letters. Can you identify that? Now, be careful about this letter It can be very tricky to write, particularly when it's in the middle, as this particular is. So look at the arrow again, how this letter is written in isolate form and beginning, or initial, middle, and the final form. When it is in isolate, it's written in 2 ways, depending on whether the letter before it is can be extended forward to the left or not. If it cannot be extended forward to the left, we know those letters, that 6 of them: alif, dal, dhal, ra, za, and waw. Then your ha will be written like an O. Okay, but other than that, it will be written in a joint form, as you will say. Okay, let's have a look at these 3 letters. So the first letter is sin. That's carry fatha, followed by our letter with sukoon. So becomes sa, and then lun, lam with 2 dom. Sahlun, sahlun, sahlun. That means easy, easy going. Sahlun, easy. Okay, next one. How many letters? 4 letters this time. 4 letters. The first letter, as we can see, is ha, followed by lengthening alif. So ha. The third letter is ta. 2 dots. Ta. And it's carrying kasra. T. And the final letter is fa with 2 dhamma. Together, tifun. Tifun. Tifun means telephone. Tifun, telephone. Tifun, telephone. Okay, next one. How many letters? 4 letters. The third letter is carrying shadda, which means we need to pronounce it with the energy and emphasis. Okay, what's the first letter? Remind me. Mim. And mim here is carrying dhamma. Mu. Followed by noon with fatha. Muna. And then the third letter is ba with shadda. Underneath that shadda, you can see a diacritical mark, and that's kasra. If it is fatha, it will be above the shadda. So when you see anything under the shadda, that's a kasra. Okay, so it will be munabbi. You pause and then you say it. Munabbi. Now the final letter here is our letter. And it's carrying 2 dhamma. You can see it's joined because the letter before it is not one of those 6 naughty letters. That's why it's joining. So munabihun. Munabihun. That means alarm clock. Munabihun, or whatever is waking you up or calling your attention. Munabihun. Munabihun. Brilliant. Next one. Can we have another? How many letters? Maybe 3 letters. 3 letters. Mim, the first one. Dhamma, mu. And then ha in the middle. And it's carrying kasra. Mohe. And then mim with shadda. Again, emphasis please. Mohem mun. Mohem mun. You pause and then say it. And that brings out the hidden sukoon. Mohem Mun. Muhim mun. That's mean important. Important. Muhim mun. Now, okay, let's move to the next letter, the third letter, before we do the final letter. The third letter is wow. You see, we've been using wow as a lengthening letter up to now, and or diphthong with sukoon on it. Wow also is a consonant, so it carries diacritical marks as well. So let's illustrate that with 3 letters to start with. 3 letters. So what's the first one? Wow, of course. Remember, wow is one of the 6 naughty letters which cannot be extended forward to the left. Hence you have this gap, little gap between, separation between wow and the next letter, which is jim, which is carrying sukoon. So waj, waj, and then hun. Wajhun, that's ha. Wajhun, that's mean face. Wajhun, wajhun. Okay. Next one, shall we be adventurous and do 5 letters? Yes, 5 letters. 5 letters. Okay, the first letter is to. It's fatha and lengthening alif. To. To. Now you have 2 vowels coming. Look at the alif. Look at the gap between the alif and the first vowel. Because alif is a naughty letter. It cannot be extended to the left. Okay? Hence, we cannot join it. Okay? So, to, and this vowel, the first one is carrying dhamma. Wo. And the second vowel is here doing the job of lengthening. So, to, wo, to drag the wo. To, wo, and then sing with 2 dhamma. Sun. To, wo, sun. That's peacock. To, wo, sun. And it can be pronounced as to, oo, sun as well. So, to, wo, sun. Brilliant. Next one. 4 letters, 4 letters. So, the first one is za, fatha, za. We have wow, this time with sukoon, diphthong. So, sukoon, zau, zau. The third letter is jim, fatha, ja. And then we have ta marbuta with 2 dhamma, tun, zau, ja, tun. Zawjatun. That's mean a wife. Zawjatun. Now, let's look a little bit into these words. Zawjatun. Look at the za. Because it's one of the 6 naughty letters. Cannot be extended to the left. Hence you have the gap between za and the wow. Wow also is a naughty letter which cannot be extended to the left. Again, you have a gap between wow and the jim. Zawja, and then tun. Now, have a look at that ta marbuta. Ta marbuta, it looks like if we remove the 2 dots, it becomes ha. You see, that because we have 2 dots on it, it's a ta, not ha. So it's zawjatun. Zawjatun. That's mean a wife. A husband would be without ta marbuta. So zaw, same za, with the fatha, and wow sukoon, zaw, and then we have jim with 2 dhamma, zawjun, zawjun. Okay. 2 more? Yes, 2 more. Let's start with 3 letters. That's easy one. Try that for me. So we have wow, fatha, wa. Lam, again there's a gap between wow and lam. Because wow cannot be extended forward. Lam, fatha, la, wala. And then final letter is dal. Waladun. Waladun. That's the reason why you cannot extend alif forward. Because look at that. If alif can be extended forward, we're going to be confused whether it's alif or lam. Look at the lam. Because lam can be extended forward, it joined the dal. Waladun, that means a boy. It also means a child. Initially, that's actually used for child. A child. but it's used also for a boy. Waladun, waladun. And the plural of waladun is how many letters? Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. Let's decode those letters. We have alif, which is with hamza, fatha, a. And then wow, sukoon, ow. Now, the third letter is lam with fatha, awla, followed by an alif, lengthening alif. Awla. That's why there's the gap between that alif and the dal, because alif is the last letter written. Awla, don, children or boys. Now, lam and alif, as we call it, lam alif, that's mean lam and alif, it can be written in two ways. It can be written, as you can see, and arrow is showing you. Also, it can be written by extending the lam and then drop alif inside it. And that's why you see, when you write dal here, dal cannot be joined because the lam is not the last letter, it is alif, lengthening alif. Hence, we have the gap between the alif and the lam. Awladun, awladun, children or boys, if you like. All right. Final letter is yeah. Yeah, we finished. Yeah, and this is the only letter with 2 dots below. Yeah. Okay, it's easy to write as well. In the initial, medial, and the final form, and isolate. It's very easy indeed. As you can see the arrow. No issue with writing letter ya. Let's quickly illustrate it to finish this lesson. The first letter, let's make it easy. 2 letters. So, it's ya fatha ya, followed by dal. 2 dhamma. Yadun, that's mean hands. Yadun, hand. Yadun, yadun. Okay. Next one. Let's say 5 letters. 5 letters. 5 letters. The first one is sin, fatha, sa. Followed by ya with shadda. Emphasis, please. Sayya, lengthening alif. Sayya, and then ra. Look at the gap between alif and ra. And then the last one, ta marbuta, gap between the ra and the ta marbuta. Sayyaratun, sayyaratun, sayyaratun. That's mean a car. Sayyaratun, sayyaratun. Next one. 4 letters. Okay. The first letter is kaf, and it's carrying dhamma, kur, and then ra, sukoon, kur, kur, kur. And the third letter is sin, kesra, kursi, and the final one is our letter ya, with 2 dhamma, shadda, kursi. That's what we are posing. Kursi yun. Stop and then say it. Kursi yun. A chair. Kursi yun. So we do one more, maybe a couple of more. Okay. How many letters? 4 letters again? Okay. Ba, dhamma, bu. What's the second letter? That's our ya. You can see the shape of writing ya in a joint form. It's like the way you write bar as well. Ba, ta, and tha. Just the dots different, that's all. So, bu, and then you, ya dhamma with lengthening wow. Buyu, buyu, final ta, tun. Buyutun. Again, gap between wow and ta. Buyutun. Buyutun. That means houses. One house is baytun, a house. Baytun. Ba fatha, ba, ya sukun, bay, and then tum. Baytun, a house. Buyutun, houses. Okay. Shall we do 2 more? Yes. 4 letters. The first one is, come on quick, ya fatha ya, mim kasra me, and then lengthening ya, me yami, and then nun to dhamma, yaminun. That's mean right hand, yaminun, yaminun. Opposite is also 4 letters, ya fatha ya, sin fatha sa, and then lengthening alif, and then ra with 2 dhamma. Yasarun, yasarun, yasarun. That's mean left hand, left. Here we are. We've done it. We've done it as promised. This is the 8th lesson, and we managed to start reading right from lesson 1. Well done for following this series. Please let me know what you think. The next lesson, we're going to now dedicate a series for practicing pronunciation and reading phrases, words, and so on. That will be following this lesson. But we've now finished the 8 lessons promised that you'll be reading. This is the end of that. We're going to start a new series now, which is attached to this particular one, and that will be practicing pronunciation and reading words, phrases, and dictation as well. I will give you sound to represent in writing, and then we show you whether you are right or you are wrong. I'm sure you will be right, inshallah. Well done. Please subscribe before you go, please, and send the links for me for people who might be interested around the globe. Let's do the campaign, shall we? Thank you so much. And if you can, I have a charity, helpinghandsforeducation.org. Please, below you see the link. Click and make your donation to my charity, please, to help us to fulfill our dream of constructing an educational resource center for the children of my hometown, Ogbomoso, southwestern Nigeria. Thank you so much. For some of you have done so. I am very grateful. شكرا جزيلا. جزاكم الله خيرا. شكر الله لكم. أحسن الله إليكم. وأدخل السرور إلى قلوبكم. مع السلامة. إلى اللقاء في أمان الله. الله معكم.